feel what's going on. Tell you a lot more here. Okay, so yeah, I am. Okay, so let's get into this. So today's glow ticket topic tips is dealing around thoughts on shopping, and I specifically want to deal with the holidays. Now, sometimes I know people don't always want to be bothered with the holidays and how the pressure of shopping can compound, especially because it's Christmas and it's the birthdays and it's the graduation parties and all of the different events, the baby showers. I know myself, we just experienced one. And our brand space's owner had some moments in time, myself and Taylor Triple Amore, where I did actually become pregnant, and it was actually a necessity now to actually consider hosting and throwing a party and thinking of the theme, which we did with full of colors and things of that nature. I wish I had a picture here, and actually I don't, so I'm not even going to go ahead on and be concerned about that right now. So therefore I'm just going to leave this kind of sort of up how it is, so y'all know. Okay, and so now, so thoughts that I'm going to particularly give y'all with certain tips is going to deal with, yes, shopping is expensive, and especially around the holidays, but usually there are good deals. And really, when you start shopping a little bit earlier, that is really where you can kind of sort of take the time out to grab and gravitate towards the better deals instead of waiting to the very last minute where all the good deals and the ones that they had in stock for that particular deals are gone, and something that's left over maybe something that's more expensive than what it was that you originally intended to budget for. So that way, in order to avoid that type of scenario or incident, what you do is just necessarily make sure that you start your shopping for that particular season early. That's tip one. To avoid the most expensive ideas only being readily available to you because you waited to the very last minute is to start early. So then I have another glow ticket topic tip I'm going to give you all for thoughts on shopping, especially around the holidays. It's going to be making gifts. Now, people don't always want to deal with gifts that are made, but they are more cost effective. They are more cost friendly. They are more cost conscientious. I know sometimes we have the body conscious dresses, everything is snug. Let's be as conscious of our bodies as we are of our finances, okay? As our attitudes, as the way that we treat one another, as the way that we kind of sort of want to give a certain image when we're dealing with flow, and how we choose to necessarily come into contact with other individuals and entities. So when we are making gifts, it's a way to allow us to budget, to stick to our budget. And when we have a budget in place, it's really about us. It's about us being ready to take responsibility for our actions when we dealing with how we spend, how we treating one another in the stores that we're spending our money in, which is a personal choice and decision. So I want us to be really mindful of that. That making gifts is this. So this is tip number two. Making gifts. I want to emphasize the not necessarily the importance, but the budget consciousness of making gifts, instead of constantly choosing not to make gifts because all we want to do is spend money on buying more and more gifts. So that's tip number two. So, and if you want an example, necessarily, so to speak, then I will give you an example. But I don't know if this is something that y'all really want to hear or not, or no. But I don't mean, so I'm just gonna throw it out there. If you choose to bite, then that's on you. So if you at shopping around Dollar Tree as one of the examples that people usually do, they have penny days and all these other things. So I never experienced, but sometimes it's what they do. So you have the moment you want to go and do your gifts. You want to go to the Dollar Tree and you want to make gifts instead of buying all the different gifts. So when you buy each individual gift, let's say your total for that you want to spend is going to be 5 people. You're buying picture frames is another example. So you buying 5 gifts. Each one gets a picture frame. You're signing and say Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or whatever the thing may have been. But let's say, for an example, you want to be a little more money conscious and budget friendly than the previous years. So then what do you do then? What you do is simply buy something that's going to stretch to the point that it covers everyone that's on your list. All of the people that you shop for don't have to necessarily always get brand new gifts. Each one don't have to have a journal. Each one can simply buy something that stretches and covers the span of the 5. And let's say you choose to make your journal. Figure out how much that's going to cost you. You're going to need paper. You might going to need something to put it on the front and back, and you're probably going to need something to bind it with. So budget for that, but budget for that instead of budgeting for the individual pre-made journals for all 5. So that way your money stretches longer. Let's say you buy a ream of paper and you cut it and it goes across the 5 versus the whole entire 5 journals that are already pre-made. So you spend $1 or $2, whatever, on that versus the journals that are 10, but you're buying them for all 5. So that's necessarily where you want to learn how to kind of sort of stick to that budget and figure out ahead of time who you're buying those things for that you want to enhance their lives. And that's one reason why you're doing what you're doing. So crafts, because you have to budget for the crafts, because making gifts is kind of sort of like a craft. But if you don't really budget and take the time out, then you're going to miss your mark, and you don't want to do that. You really want to avoid it. So know that it's going to cost you some money even when you are choosing to make gifts, but it's not going to cost you as much money as buying all the people on your list gifts. Okay, so that's glow ticket topic tip number 2. So now it's more like a personal choice and decision. You can choose if you want to be a little bit more inclined to, let's say, keeping up with the Joneses, if you will, or which is, again, when we keep up, like, if let's okay, so let's say we want to keep up with the Kardashians, but how many divorces is she has experienced? It's Chris Humphries, you got Reggie Bush, you got Ray, whoever the other guy was, you got the unknown guy, then you got the Kimmy, whoever, Kanye, and then you got whatever was just the other dude that she was just with. What's the black guy that everybody like? What's his name? Odell Beckham Jr. I'm sure is and so you have those moments where, why in the world is that even something that's of importance to you? Check out our prior video and make sure that y'all subscribe. The prior video I was just discussing on our thoughts about dealing with the comedies challenge. I'm not going to go back. If you all want to go back forth, you can show those on your own. So the fact that we're so quick to want to just do all these things because celebrities are doing it, that's not how you're going to actually experience a budget-friendly experience. So glow ticket topic number tip is 3 is for you on to actually not want to be like keeping up with a Kardashian. So you want to make sure that you choose the latter choice, which is something that's of a benefit to you and not your celebrity fave at that current moment in whatever trend. All right. So because they're going to be the ones that are going to be there for you when you're going through it. No, it's going to be you. So nonetheless, that's what that is about. But usually it is fun in general. Shopping for the holidays generally is a very positive, straightforward experience that is really geared towards being helpful. So you really want to make sure that you are helping somebody else by presenting them with a certain gift that you have in mind. So the cheaper the prices is definitely going to help you. And it also helps you socialize. People don't understand that being in the holiday is really about Christ and Jesus. And Christ and the reason that he was born was on that certain holiday. So Christianity is really around what the whole entire point is. That's where the 3 wise men come in at. So again, that is a positive and it is a good thing. So I really just want to end on just making sure that we understand that. And those are your 3. And I'm not going to think of anything else right now. This is just a stretch to even do those ones anyway. So I think we're going to just wrap it up. I went over my time. Anyway, I was supposed to do 5 minutes. And of course, we are at 9. So there you have it. I did not put the chat on. I apologize for that. I just, no more chat for a little bit. I really just want to get on and let y'all have the moments and the glow ticket topic tips so that y'all can really put them towards your own lives that has nothing to do with anybody else, so that you can experience your own flow. So Suzanne, this is for you. Thank you so much for watching, Suze. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If you make it a necessity, trust the universe will make it possible. Don't forget, make sure that you do choose, if you will, and whenever you're ready, to subscribe. If you have any other questions, I'm readily available. You can find us on the social media outlets. You can check out the links. Check out the Route 60 memoir as well. And I hope y'all having a good day. Thank you for the likes. Whoever did those, I appreciate that as well. I think we covered it. I think we did it all. Okay, so it's going on 10 minutes now. I think that's pretty much it. So I think we've been, if I'm not mistaken, I've been seeing some posts lately, but I have to do another one. I think I'll have to do it probably today or tomorrow for the different ones that's getting to the certain holidays now that's coming up as well, which is, I want to say Halloween. I just saw that one. I think it was 200 days. And then I think the other one was, which I was almost trying to figure out, like, why is this even here? But I finally got it. It was 23 Fridays until, I want to say, Christmas. So, mind you, holidays are here. We have all year to figure out what we want to do, who it is we want to shop for, where we want to go, and how much we want to spend. So, glow ticket topic tips for all of those things is, when you shopping for expenses, start early so you can avoid the most expensive gifts and remain on your budget. And glow ticket topic tip number 2 is going to be to make sure that y'all actually make your gifts, and do so to the point where it helps you maintain your budget so you can remain in your said optimal flow. And glow ticket topic number 3, okay, is just going to make sure that you just tip is, I want you, if nothing else, is to make sure that you can do the first 2, but also have fun with it. It's really a fun moment. It's not really something that's supposed to be really stressed out and stressful as you experience shopping for people that you love. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what it's about. The whole entire season is about Jesus Christ. He died. Like, so anyway, I don't want to get too far off topic into this topic. Okay, I'm supposed to stay focused, and I'm only supposed to be on for a certain time. So